Well, I just woke up from a very long, what felt like long, drawn out, detailed, just action packed adventure dream. Um, I mean, it just seemed to go on, and it was just vivid. And I mean, how can my mind come up with all that? I don't know. But in this dream, I was, as I've dreamt many times, back in boot camp. I've re-enlisted, and I do think that is symbolic of my destiny in the end times army. Being reactivated spiritually. And this boot camp, of course, was nothing like boot camp back in 1984. You know, it was just totally different. I mean, just not a lot of order to it. It wasn't even like boot camp. I don't even know how to describe it. And there's some scenes in the beginning there in the barracks, but we're just hanging out and this and that. So I'm not going to focus on that. But what happens is it's hard to articulate. Um, okay, some of us are in a vehicle and they're moving us. Trying to think of what was going on, but we're in this kind of strange, I don't know, this vehicle thing. I mean, nothing makes sense in my dreams, but we come to this place, and actually the place in the dream is kind of what exists now, which is known as the farm shopping center. And there's all these people, especially youth, really more like 20s, people in their 20s, more like, I would say, teens and 20s. Place is packed with them. A lot of them are African American, but they're white too. And they are rioting. And they're, the plan is, they are just going to rip this place apart and set it on fire. Because I remember that, oh yeah, if Trump gets reelected, that I had heard, from some, I don't know, ministry or something, that if he gets reelected, that, they're going to, this person had heard that they're going to do this, they're going to riot. And they're going to burn down this one place, which, it's a outdoor mall thing here in Tulsa, but they're all over the place. I mean, people are just in front of all the stores. I mean, they're all over the place, and they don't do us any harm, but because we're military, even though we're not in any kind of uniform that you would really, it really wasn't like a uniform. I don't know what we were wearing, but it was what you would wear in boot camp, and it wasn't like we all matched and wore uniform. I don't know what it was, but they knew that we were military, but they were not, they weren't coming at us. But this was just kind of like the beginning, and they were all just like going to burn this, burn the shopping center down. And then the dream, and at that time then, we have this real strange machine thing that'll make phone calls. It's like big. It's this big, ridiculous, I don't know. And I go, oh, my mom lives a mile down the road, which she does from there. And I'm like, let's call my mom. And I called her, and I'm like, we're down the street at the farm shopping center. And her voice was already alarmed because she said, you know what's going on or whatever, And I can't remember what she told me, but maybe it was on the news. But she knew what was going on. And I'm trying to think because my mind is still half asleep. She knew what was going on. That they were going to burn these, maybe she's the one that actually told me they were going to burn this place, that they had threatened to do so if Trump was elected. And this could be like a re-election. I don't know. I'm not even going to call this a prophetic dream. I'm just telling you it was very vivid. It felt so long, and it was just tons of people and details and everything. So the people weren't doing anything, but God, I'm just trying to remember. But somehow the dream progresses, and we go somewhere. We're somewhere else, but then somehow it progresses where I'm losing a tooth. I'm losing my a molar in the back, and so I guess they were going to send me, and everything's real disorganized everywhere. This is not a organized, I mean, it's just like crazy everywhere. They're going to send me. I said, do they have a dentist that can extract this, And so they're going to send me over there, and they tell me, well, it'll only cost you $27, which, usually in boot camp you wouldn't pay for anything, but things are different now. And I think I also had lost a gold crown, a full gold crown, which I don't think I have any gold left now because I sold it after when my root canals finally gave out that I've had all these years and everything. Then, I had to have a few extracted, and so I sold that gold. So I don't think I have any gold left in my mouth, but it was a full gold crown that had come off. And I could have got, she was saying that, I said, well, I want to, get something from this. They're not just going to take this. She goes, no, you should get about $1,500 for it. So, Renee, if you need to go, can you come back and get me after the morning?
Yeah, or do you want to just drop me off?
Well, I want to finish this.
Oh, I don't know what time it is even. Let me check.
Okay.
I just got up earlier. Thinking I was going to wash my hair, but then it looked rainy.
Is it looking rainy? Okay.
Now the sun's coming out. I think it was just too early.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Do you mind coming back and getting me?
No, I don't mind. It's 9:15 now.
Oh, okay. Maybe well, I don't know if I probably wouldn't be ready in time. Because it starts at 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know if you wanted to drop me off or
I guess I'll just let you drive and then.
yeah, and I'll come back.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine.
It sounds good. That's Renee there. We're doing some meetings at Rama this week. I'm going with her. Anyway, so what happened? So they put me and this other girl who needs to go to somewhere in the back of this little, it's like a car, but a golf cart, but a car. I don't know what it was. And I've got a clear plastic bag with some things in it, and one of them is the gold crown and just a few things, and then that other girl has some other special needs, so they're taking us somewhere. And anyway, I wish I could articulate it and remember enough, but I can just say that as we're going through all these places, wherever we're going through, I mean, these people are all over the place. And there's a few occasions where we have to get down in the back of the vehicle, us in the back. We're being driven by military, but like I said, everything's real chaotic. It's not like you got an organized military, but they weren't in like they were sort of wearing something, but I don't know, it wasn't even like a uniform. I don't know what it was. So we had to get down a couple times, and one guy even like threw a grenade or whatever, and or something like that, that exploded. But like I wasn't afraid or anything. I don't know if I really thought it was real going on, or I don't know what I thought. But my main concern was, not losing that gold crown. And then, getting to the dentist to get this tooth extracted. So we're just going through all these crowds, and then now and then I'll see military here and there. But then all these other crowds, and I mean, it's just chaos. It's just absolute chaos. And they're just doing all kinds of things. They're just doing all kinds of things. I just don't remember, you know. But it seems like there was some comment made that they won't, because some of them can shoot as you're going through, but kind of like they will shoot you if you're black or something. If you're in this military vehicle and you're black, they will shoot you or something. So, gosh, it was just all over the place. Man, let me think if there's any more. There's so many details. I don't even know. I don't even recognize the places we were, driving through. I really don't even recognize them. But it was just chaos everywhere, and with all these people. And there weren't fires or whatever, but it was just chaos or whatever. Let's see, what else was it? Just felt like there was trash everywhere. Like if you just littered a place, like it just felt like I remember thinking that in the dream, like it's just like there's just trash, just litter and paper and just trash everywhere or something. At one time, I don't know where this came from, but this makes no sense. I'm not in that little cart anymore, but I shoot this pig in the sky and the pig falls down and everybody gets real upset about it. But they don't know I did it or whatever. But so in the dream, I'm running in, we're going by and I'll see like some kind of like military sort of in their dress blues or in their, not dress blues now, like almost marine dress blues or maybe Navy. Well, no, because that'd be Cracker Jacks. That would have to be officers. I don't know. Marine dress blues or whatever, but some of them were black and everything. So I would see sometimes military people that way. Some of them in ranks, but like the people were just all over the place, and I can't really think of anything else. That's why I made the video, just so I wouldn't forget it. Let's see. The two in the front of this little vehicle thingy were, kind of trying to protect us, and they'd tell us get down or whatever. They called it Y position, getting Y position, whatever that is. Where we lay down, the one girl lays down one way and I lay, crouched down the other way in the seat sideways or something. And they had to go through like a checkpoint or something. So it's like checkpoints. It's checkpoints because they're like, lay down for this because it's not ours. It's not our military that's doing this checkpoint. It's this other massive, 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 massive group or whatever. And I guess I can't articulate any more of it, really. Can't remember kind of what happened at the very end. Let's see if I can recall anything. But like I said, even the barracks, it was just nothing like and I'm actually telling them, I'm like, I did boot camp back in 1984, and it was nothing like this. I mean, it just wasn't boot camp. I don't know what it was, but it was supposed to be boot camp. But it was very just random and, not like the real thing. So anyway, that's just all I can remember about it. Man, I wish I could at least remember a few more important details. Well, that's all I can remember. All right.